Ringing up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussein here, once again leaving yourself another daily message, like a broken record. Today's message number 191. I've left you 190 previous messages from the 31st of August 2023, and today is Sunday, the 10th of March 2024, and the time is around about 10 o'clock. It's now been 215 days that you have lawfully kidnapped my brother from my care and not let me know where he is and what kind of conditions you're holding him under. This is over 7 months later. You came down. Well, you didn't actually come down. You didn't even bother coming down, even though you were working that day. No, you didn't bother coming down that day. What you did was, you got one of your colleagues who I've never met before, who does not speak English, knowing the fact that when the last time you had come down, you could not interact with my brother because of the language barrier. You chose to come. Your colleague chose to come down with the police on the clear intentions of coming to kidnap my brother. That was always the intention. That's why you came with the police Mariah van. I mean, your colleague didn't just come down to have a checkup on my brother, did he? He came down with the police. This was a coordinated effort, knowing the fact that there would be a police disturbance or disturbance of the peace. So you put the police around deliberately to kidnap my brother, and under the guise that you're trying to do a welfare check. This is all just a fraudulent enterprise on the 8th of August 2023. And now all of a sudden, 7 months later, I have no idea where my brother is. You've taken him without his clothes, without his belongings, and now subsequently are kicking me out of the house and making me homeless at a time when, my brother's being held in your custody whilst you've taken over hundreds of thousands of pounds of his money and saved hundreds of thousands of pounds equally. I mean, this is a complete disaster as far as you're concerned. But this is what you've done. You've exported all your failures onto myself to target me by commissioning the services of the courts and tribunal services. Previously the Public Guardian, and presently undertaken by the former Public Guardian Nick Goodwin, and in collaboration with your members of your judiciary that you were privately commissioned out in order to target and victimize me. And this is the situation we're finding ourselves in. I'm just conscious of the fact that today is leading up to Ramadan. This is a holy month for Muslims, as you must know. And, here I am not being able to see my brother or spend any time with him. And this is just purely a targeted enterprise to clearly target and victimize me personally. It's got nothing to do with my brother or anybody else. You're just torturing them as collective punishment because you've got a bee in your bonnet regarding myself personally, and the failures in yourselves to adequately provide appropriate adult social care for all the people that you're providing, particularly the people of the Asian minority background, such as my relatives, so that you're failing to provide adequate support for, considering that you're on the verge of bankruptcy. So these lies and deceptions that you're pulling out, and that's why you're targeting me and continue to target me. And look at the situation you've got me facing. You've murdered my mother. You previously murdered my brother Nazim 10 years ago, and it's just a continuous murderous spree. Now it's been 7 months later. I have no idea whether my brother's alive or whether he's dead. I'm the greatest stakeholder in his welfare. I'm his nearest relative and next of kin. You're looking to demote me. You're looking to demote my fundamental human rights or fundamental rights that you and replace me with who? With a Dalit, with Shagufta, with a Shaida. Who are you looking to replace me with? You understand? These people are strange people. You've already done this. You've already replaced my rights in my brother's case, in my brother Nazim's case, with his daughter Shagufta, saying she's the next of kin, and then encouraged her to do the probate. You've done the same thing in my mother's case. You've encouraged your housing council tenant Shaida to act as my mother's next of kin and nearest relative, so that she could cover up her murder. I no doubt you're looking to utilize Adalat once again, because that's what you were using in November to poison me and my brother in order to destabilize the family, and in order to elevate the situation so it comes to the attention of the authorities. That's what you did in November 2022, trying to get me poisoned, me and my brother poisoned, and that was an all failure. you've been clearly trying to coach the situation so you can get somebody to trigger a welfare check. Nobody did this, and now you're trying to blame my neighbours. I've asked my neighbour; he's told me he knows nothing about this. So once again, we're here. We are once again here 7 months later, over 7 months later, at the start of the period of Ramadan. I have no idea where my brother is. I have no idea what kind of conditions you're holding him under. I should be spending this time with him in the care package that you have failed to put in place, and I had reluctantly put in place with and explained to you the costs associated with it. You are now effectively not using any of your own money. You're using money that you've taken off me unlawfully to give to Talib, which then you've given to Adalat, which is then ended up in your own back pockets. This is just clearly a roundabout fraud, isn't it? You've used a stepping stone approach to get the money that I've collected for Talib in his old age, his life savings, so you could take it off me, give it to Talib on paper, but effectively control it yourself. My brother's not got this money, and now you're controlling this money, and you're doing the work. You are doing far worse than what you convicted me of. I was not neglecting my brother, and you are. You don't have the money you don't have the money or the resources or the means to take care of my brother, and all I'm asking you to do is tell me what legal framework you've used to take my brother. You can't just come and kidnap somebody from their home.
You have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
Yeah, you can't just come and kidnap somebody from their home and take them into your custody and care and say that we're gonna provide care for him in his best interest. Whose best interest? He's not authorized this, and then you doctored some capacity assessment for your benefit and use the housing association to achieve this. This is completely deplorable and despicable of yourself, Mr. Browell.
Sorry, your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message, press 3. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
A bit of a long one today, but I thought I'll fully express myself and let them know exactly what's going on. Obviously, they're doing something fraudulent. They're going to end up murdering my brother. There's no doubt about it. 7 months later, he's going to be dead.